Is your YouTube banner lackluster? Perhaps you don't know how to create a banner at all. Hey everyone, my name is Jordan, and today I'm going to show you the fundamentals of creating a YouTube banner using Adobe Photoshop. First things first, if you haven't already, open Photoshop. After opening the application, you should see a screen like this. If you don't worry. In the top left corner, there's a toolbar. Moving your cursor and clicking on the word File should open up a list of options to choose from, including what I'll need you to press, which is the line that says New. When it comes to the dimensions, YouTube recommends creating a file that's 2048 by 1152 pixels, although I prefer 2560 by 1440 pixels. Although you can use what dimensions you feel is best, for this video, I'll place in my own personal preference, meaning all dimensions will revolve around these starting dimensions and may not work on a 2048 by 1152 pixel canvas. Once you're done inserting these dimensions, click Create and you should have a blank canvas at your disposal. Using the Fill tool, make sure the background is black. You could keep it white, but again, I'm going by my own preferences. Finding the rectangle tool on the right side of the screen, you should now be able to click on the canvas. Doing so brings up another set of dimensions. Place in the dimensions 1546 for width and 423 for height before clicking OK. If the rectangle isn't centered, you can use the Path Alignment tool up at the top of the screen. Be sure to change the Align To section to Canvas or nothing will work. We're hoping to place the rectangle in the center, so click both center alignments. What we want to do next is click View. Move the cursor down and click on Rulers. These rulers will help identify the boundaries between what is seen on mobile, desktop, and television. There should be ruler lines on both the top and the side of the screen. You can then click on these ruler lines and drag the cursor onto the canvas in order to create a ruler line. Try your best to line these up to the current rectangle. They usually snap into place, but if they don't, try to get them as precise as possible. You should have something that looks like this. You can now use the rectangle tool once more to create a second rectangle. This time the dimensions being 2560 for width and 423 for height. Remember to change its path alignment to the center. I've gone out of my way to list these dimensions as the name of the layer in order to make the process easier for you viewers. First of all, I just want to say that any images you use for your banner should be your own, whether it be art you've created or photos that you yourself have taken using your own camera. For example, let's take a look at the banner for my main YouTube channel. All the images are my own. The background is a screenshot from one of my Minecraft worlds in which I thought I'd take a photo of the sun at night. The characters on both sides of the screen in the channels are my mascot, known as Yorodon or Yoru, and they were drawn by my personal artist Mango. Comparing this to the banner on ShowWCat, a group channel featuring me and my friends, you can see that the background assets are taken directly from the internet, which is a lazy option that I wouldn't suggest doing. So what we have here is a simple layout for our banner. Why don't we recreate the banner for this YouTube channel? Well, the other one is quite lackluster. In this case, I want to find assets that best represent this channel, but first, let's create the background. First things first, create a new layer. Then right-click on the layer before selecting the option called Create Clipping Mask. Make sure the layer is above the 2560 by 423 pixel layer. What this does is, anything placed within this new layer will only appear within the 2560 by 423 pixel rectangle. Take this image of my friend Moodsats, for example. Next thing you want to do is select the gradient tool. Before using the gradient tool, pick two colors you want to use. In this case, I want to use a mixture of yellow and maroon. Now by clicking on the screen within the new layer, you should be able to customize how the gradient looks using this slider. Great! We have a simple looking background. Of course, we can make the colors darker or lighter. I prefer the darker maroon. Next thing you'd want is your name. Of course, you all know me as Jordan, so that's what I'm going to write. Whatever font you use is up to you, but you can find fonts at the top of the screen. Look, it's my name. Of course, we want it in the middle of the screen, so let's align it to the center. Now it looks good, right? But it could be better. I can use the same process as I did to create the background on the text in order to create a color that transitions from black to white. Create a new layer and place it above the text layer, creating a new clipping mask right afterwards. Use the gradient tool once more, and it may be the same colors as before. Just hold right-click on these little circles at the end of the slider and change the color from there. For any other background assets, I've decided to dig into my files and find whatever I can to make this banner look interesting. I found this image from a Minecraft server I joined. I'm going to be dragging myself out of it and placing myself into the banner. Usually Magic Wand tool should work, as it instantly selects specific assets from a photo. Today I've decided to use the Quick Selection tool. Now that it's been selected, I'm going to copy paste it into the banner. For any assets you don't want, you can quickly Magic Wand tool them away, or sometimes it's best to erase them using the eraser tool. Of course, you should remember to clipping mask the new image into the 2560 by 423 pixel rectangle. And now we've made it look cleaner. Allow me to add some more images, and then we're done. Hopefully you enjoyed this tutorial on how to create a banner, along with learning a few techniques. Just know that there are many ways you can do so, and this is one of them, even if it's definitely a simpler design. But the same ideas apply to more advanced designs. Such techniques allowed me to create this, or this, so don't feel overwhelmed about not knowing what to do.